Hello everyone, it's Maria here from Pepperly Rose Paper Crafting. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Sydney, Australia. Thank you all so much for joining me. Today I am going to do a little Christmas card with a bit of a difference, and the stamp sets I'll be using today is Waterfront, Hearts Come Home, High Tide. We're using the stitch shaped framelits. I'll be using the largest circle of that one, and the Seaside embossing folder. So we'll just get started straight away. Excuse me. I have a piece of thick Whisper white cardstock. It's cut at 3 3/4 by 7 1/2 and scored at 3 3/4. So I'm just going to burnish this score line with my bone folder. And I have a layering piece of thick Whisper white cardstock again, and this is cut at 3 1/2 by 3 1/2 inch square. We will emboss that later on, and then I've just got a scrap piece of Whisper white cardstock. What we're going to do is we're going to do some ink blending today, and I'll be using So Saffron, Mango Melody and Balmy Blue. So we'll just get started on the ink blending to begin with. So I'm just bringing my craft sheet for that. And the colour I'm going to start off with will be the So Saffron. And I'm just going to do like a scene. You'll see it as we go along. So I'll just dab off a couple of times and just go across. Oh, oops, I think that's Mango Melody. Damn. This is So Saffron. Oh, wanted it to be a subtle. Let's go on the other side, hey? Let's start that again. So and I'll just do this quickly in blending that. So that's So Saffron to start off with. Just a quick line of colour. Close that off. Get the Mango Melody. This time get it right. And so we're just going to do like a sunset over a tropical area. I think that's the idea. Just get my So Saffron here and just blend that out a little. And yeah, I'll just see how that turns out. Okay, so get rid of the yellows and the oranges here. Just clean up my craft sheet. And I'm going to grab my Balmy Blue. Just get rid of this off here. Put my So Saffron there. Just get my Balmy Blue, and we're going to ink blend that in 2 places. Just blend that up. And I don't mind that it's a little dark up the top, because this is after all going to be like a sunset in a tropical setting. So that's what I'm looking at making. And so that looks really nice. And then I'll just ink blend the bottom half as well. I've got everything falling because my table moves as I am blending this. It does take a little bit of time to get a nice blend, but you know, just go with it. Take your time and make sure it's blended out really nice. And I think that will do. And I'll just try and make this top half a little bit darker. Just add a little bit more Balmy Blue. Okay. And that is that for that. So that's all finished now with my ink blending. I'm going to give that a bit of a wipe. think that's done now. Take that off. And I'm going to get some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And we're going to start stamping our scene. So I'll be using this image here, which I'm going to make it into like a little desert island kind of thing. And I've got some palm trees as well, so I'll be stamping that. But I'm going to be doing this towards the middle because I'm going to cut this out. So I'll just grab my Memento and I'll grab my stamp, ink it up, and I'm just going to stamp that. I'm just going to make sure I wipe that because I don't want any extra ink around. And I'm just going to stamp that right there. I'm going to make that a little bit more pronounced. Okay, I think that looks good. Oh, I'm going to keep that open because I will need it. Just take off the excess ink. Get rid of that because I will need this block. Then I'll just grab the tree. Let's do that around here. And actually, I'm going to wipe off half, just make it shorter. And I'll just do that about there. Okay, so I'm going to make like a little desert island and a little bit more, just do that here. Okay. Then I'm going to grab the top of the trees. I'm going to ink those up in black. Okay, so we'll have okay, so it just looks like a whole bunch of trees there. It's a lovely look. Leave that out. Just take off. No. I will bring now this image here from the High Tide stamp set. And I'm just going to stamp some water. And that will be on the bottom here. And I'll be doing that in black. Memento, Tuxedo Black. And because here in Australia we are in summer during Christmas, and I thought it would be nice to have, a summery sort of a Christmas image. And this was also for my regular viewer, Natalie R., who requested some more kind of Australian-themed Christmas cards. So I thought this will be a lovely take on that. And I'm just going to stamp now that Santa image. I love that Santa image. I've used it several times, but I think it makes for great scenes. And then I'm just going to pop this Santa, I think, around here. Yeah. Make sure it's inked up well, and then I'm going to stamp that this way. I'll just hold it down for a few seconds. And there we have a Santa flying through tropical island. Why not? So just clean that up. And I'm going to grab my big shot and I'm going to cut that out. So I'll pop that over here. grab my stitch shape framelit, and I'm going to use the largest one. It's going to be a super quick card today. And it doesn't matter if I didn't get all of the seam, because that was the whole idea. So just make sure that none of it's going off there. Just grab this to keep it in place. Make sure it stays in. Put it in a couple of places. I have these little strips of painter's tape on my Big Shot, and I use that just to keep my dies in place if I don't use the magnetic platform. So that's what I do with that, in case you're wondering. Okay, and I'll keep the Big Shot out, but there is my scene. Isn't that cute? I love that. So I'll take all this off, and I'll take out the thin die adapter, and I'm going to get out now my Seaside embossing folder. And I'm going to grab my 3.5 by 3.5 inch square piece of cardstock. And I'm going to pop that in here now, and I'm going to emboss it. Let's make sure it's straight. Okay, and just grab the other one, plate, crank that through. Okay, and we are done with the Big Shot work. And there we have that beautifully embossed. It's quite deep too, even though it's not a dynamic folder. It's still embossed quite deeply too, which is nice. So that's that one there. So what I will do is I'm going to grab some glue, which I forgot to get. So just bear with me for 1 second. Just grab that glue. And we will just pop that on here. I think using liquid glue with embossed pieces of cardstock is quite good, so that yeah, it sticks down, because there's raised bits and it's not 100% even, so it's nice to have that coverage. Okay, so that looks really nice, just a nice texture, doesn't it? So this is really using kind of non-traditional sets with a traditional Christmas set, so it looks quite nice. So I'm just going to grab now some Stampin' Dimensionals. And we'll put some behind. One in the middle here and here. Just move this one a bit more that way, and I think that will do. So it's a little bit different on a traditional Christmas card. Usually I do make traditional Christmas cards, but sometimes it's nice to combine non-traditional stamp sets with traditional stamp sets and just get, you know, a nice scene going too. That makes it all the more interesting, I think, and you can vary it in so many ways. There's no need for a sentiment on this. I'm just going to keep it like that, and then we can put our little message on the inside. So that's my take of a tropical Christmas card. So we can use that here in Australia. So it's like a sunset. Santa's just flying over and going towards his deliveries. So I hope you all like it. It's something a little different. If you have any questions with regards to how I made this card, please don't hesitate to contact me through my online store at pepperlyrose.stampinup.net, and you can use the contact me section there, ask me a question, or you can leave a comment below this video and I can answer you there as well. And if you're interested in joining Stampin' Up, now's a great time to join. We have a promotion going on at the moment where Stampin' Up has a predetermined kit. You get a bonus $50 to spend, as well as a collapsible bin. as part of their promotion to join Stampin' Up. Also, we have World Card Making Day. The promotion goes from the 1st of October to the 7th of October, where you can get discounts on selected products. And as well as we have the Stamparatus accessories now available through my online store as well. So if you want to see all these things, the best place to go is through my online store at pebblyrose.stampinup.net. Have a look at what's going on, and you can go from there. But I thought with these tutorials, I don't want to bombard you with the salesy stuff, but I thought I'd just do a quick card with you. Hope you all like it. So that's how it looks. And yeah, if you've got any feedback or questions, just don't hesitate to let me know. I'm more than happy to answer back. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.